So that's why that took place. You know, so you know, like Polite said, well, me being a man, I would have went out there and hunted. You know, motherfucker, you couldn't get out of the place. You were in straits. There was no hunting. You can't go past beyond those walls. There was no animals running around inside of those gates. If they were, they would have killed those animals and ate them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's all.
It says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother. And that's what happened. You know, because when you were hungry, you know, when people get hungry, they get nasty, man. They get evil. They get desperate. You know? Like they show you that in the movie, and it's one of those I think it's Monsters That Do on Maple Street. And basically they showed you how the one family, they had a shelter that they built, and then the other people didn't build. They didn't build a shelter, and they tore that damn shelter down so that they can get in there for a panic.
Oh no, that one's called the shelter.
The shelter? Okay, so it was called the shelter, and they broke down the damn door, you know, of the shelter just to get in there.
Got in there.
You know, so basically they would have killed themselves and those people. Out of desperation.
Yeah, out of desperation. Now it's going to happen again pursuant to the book of Second Ezra, the 15th chapter and the 16th chapter. It's going to happen again. Something major is going to take place in this society, and you can't compare it to anything in history. And when you go back into these different incidences in history, this is going to be the harshest experience that we're going to suffer.
Yeah.
Before this man goes down, he gonna raise hell, man.
That's right.
That's right. So it says back in Deuteronomy 28:54, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave, so that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children, whom he shall eat, because he hath nothing left him in the siege, and in the straitness wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee in all thy gates. So these are all prophecies, and that's just some of the prophecies. There's many, many more prophecies that are written in the Bible that have happened and that will happen, you know, which you're not going to find in any other book. You're not going to find in any of those Egyptian papyrus or papyrus, you know, or any of those coffin texts or spells or any of that other nonsense or bullshit that you got out there, you know. So this book right here that everybody and their mama and everybody in the world is trying to destroy through this New Age movement. The reason why they're trying to destroy it because they know that this book holds power. You know, that this book is true, that this book has stood the test of time. You know, regardless of how you feel about it. And your opinions on the Bible are based off of the so-called white man's criteria. You know, it's not based off of you reading the scriptures and breaking it down yourself. It's based off of things that the white man said, this New Age movement garbage. Shit like Jordan Maxwell and other New Age movement people have taught.
That's right.
This is in the book of Second Ezra, the 15th chapter, and I'm going to go to the 56th verse. It says, like as thou hast done unto my chosen, which Israel, saith the Lord, even so shall the Most High do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. 57. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall throughout. I'm sorry, and thou shalt fall, it's kind of messed up, and fall through the sword. Thy city shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. The modern day sword is a gun. There's going to be chaos in this country, and we're going to be taken care of. Give me Isaiah 65, you know what I want. 58. They that be in the mountains, because you got a lot of these Edomites, what they call them, preppers, and they set up bug out bags and they get their guns and all that, and they're doomsday preppers, and they plan on going. The number one place they plan on going to is up in the mountains, right? So it says 58 verse, They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger, and eat their own flesh, and drink their own blood, for very hunger of bread and thirst of water.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 11. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, and prepare a table for that troop, which is Esau. These are stormtroopers, these militia. Well, not the militia, actually the military that's going to come in, the martial law troops. It says, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number, which is that army. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and you shall all bow down to the slaughter. And that's the time that's coming. This is another prophecy. It says, because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, which you did not hear. And that's what the Lord is doing right now. He's speaking. He's reaching out, but you're not listening. You're turning your hand and your ears away. It says, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but you shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but you shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but you shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but you shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit, and you shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. Because you're not listening to the Most High. You're not taking heed to His words. So what's going to happen is you're going to be destroyed. You're going to be taken out. You're going to suffer those things. But the men of the Lord, the elect, they're going to be joyful. They're going to be happy. Going to be singing, eating, drinking, having a good merry old time. While you going to be catching hell, be in those concentration camps. Now, some of the men of the Lord may get caught up into that, but overall, the Lord is going to protect those men.
That's right.
But those of you out there that have been rejecting His word and pushing your hands away and fanning your hand and talking stuff about the Bible, the Most High is going to deal with you. He's going to take you out. This is 2 Ezra 2:27. It says, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
So that's prophecy. So that proves when the day of Jacob's trouble come, the men of Yahweh Shai are going to be delivered. They're going to be, the Lord said, my servants shall eat. And that's when Proverbs 122 is going to come into play. Like Apostle Ramlab just said, that's when that's going to come into play, because you guys that are coming against the word, that's when y'all going to be, and you know what, you ain't going to come to the Most High. Like the sky not going to open up and the Most High going to appear, and y'all going to be coming to us, man. When it says, I will laugh at your calamity, I will, when your fear cometh, the brother just said it. It's going to be us, because a lot of y'all going to come looking for us in that day, and we're going to diss you, man.
Yeah, and I'm going to say this, we're going to close because this thing is getting ready to turn off. So with that, I'm going to say shalom, keep watching, and fasten your seatbelts, because hell is coming to America and around the world. Shalom.